It's time for business news.
It is time for business. My name is Brian Mwenda. Now, on this week's episode of Know Your CEO, we get to interact with Kamal Budhabati, the face behind Little, which is the parent company for Little Cab. Of course, we get to talk about the future of this ride-hailing business, both locally and internationally. Follow this conversation. Ever want to know how a CEO sees this world? Then this is how. Apart from running an organization and strategizing, the key role is to ensure there's money in the bank. Our CEO this week is Kamal Budhabati, the CEO at Little. Kamal, welcome to the conversation.
Thank you.
What business do you lead here?
So Little is a ride-hailing company. We connect the riders and the drivers through a mobile app. So basically, we are a tech company providing logistical solutions.
Now, 5 years since its inception, 2016 to right now, how would you describe the Kenyan journey so far?
And from that time till now, obviously the growth has been extremely well. We feel that we have done quite well. Today, Little has close to about 1 million customers, close to about 100,000 drivers and agents. And we operate in not just in Kenya, but also several countries. So we are in Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, Ethiopia, getting into Ethiopia and Somalia as well.
Kamal, you're undergoing a transformation. What is it about?
As much as we were providing ride services, we also thought it was important for us to start providing other services. Because you cannot compete with the players we compete with in terms of capital. They have a lot of capital. We need to compete with them in terms of innovation, in terms of localization. And that's where we thought it is important for us to transform. And we started transforming from just the ride-hailing company to food deliveries, grocery deliveries, supermarkets. We do entertainment, which is movies and ticketing. We also now get into health, where you can actually request for a blood test, request for a COVID test, and then all that clubbed into the payment space.
Kamal, you've gone big on corporate this model. What inspired it?
For us, again, as I said, look, we need to be different than our competitor because we don't have the kind of monies that our competitor has in terms of marketing. And for that, we thought we need to be a niche player in a specific segment. So we thought corporate would be a better segment for us. And today, if you look at it, I mean, we are de facto number one into the corporate space, far bigger than any of our competitor in the market.
You know, I also saw Little Cab in tuk-tuks in Mombasa. How is it doing so far?
Again, I think that came in because of the need. So we were providing ride-hailing services on taxis in Mombasa, and the uptake was relatively not as good as compared to Nairobi. And then when we did some analysis and research, we realized that, look, Mombasa is a tuk-tuk city. And we quickly had to roll out a plan to do tuk-tuk. And tuk-tuk is doing pretty well than taxi business in Mombasa.
Now, Kamal, there's more and more commitment to the world going greener. What's your commitment here at Little?
So what we are doing, and we are not just committing, we have already started. And we wanted to start it not in terms of the taxis going green at the moment, because we feel it's slightly earlier, but we already started rolling out e-bicycles in the city. And luckily today is the first day we launched e-bicycles in Nairobi University. So once you get now to the university, students will be able to use e-bicycles all around their campuses. And we are piloting this for about 3 to 4 weeks. If it works out well, we go national.
Kamal, the second part of Know Your CEO is called Quickfire. Here we get to interact with the lighter side of you. Kamal, what do you do beyond office?
I like adventure kind of things. So I like going for camping, mountain climbing. I also like paragliding or jumping from a plane with a parachute on. Those kind of things do really excite me, and I do that from time to time. I also want to learn how to fly an aircraft. Yeah, so hopefully in the course of next year I will definitely start my classes. So one of the things I like doing is I like driving, and I like driving like really fast. So I take cabs. I take little so many times, even from office and everywhere. And obviously, the cab guys don't drive at the speed I want to drive. So from home to office, and I'm sorry to say, I hope NTSA guys won't catch me, but it is beyond 120. Yeah.
Kamal, for the few years you've been in the Kenyan space right now, have you learned some Kiswahili?
Kidogo. Very little.
Say this after me. Karibu katika kipindi.
Karibu
Katika kipindi.
katika kipindi.
Katika kipindi.
Katika kipindi.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Yeah, means welcome to the program.
Asante sana.
Have you tried Kenyan dishes? And what's your favorite so far?
Ugali, obviously, many times, because I think there's a bit of similarity. So, like we Indians, we eat chapatis, and it's made up of wheat, and there is also something that's made up of rice. So, ugali, the taste of ugali, I think it's just that we need, for me, I need to put some spices in ugali to make it a bit tastier. But otherwise, I love ugali. I've taken it severally.
Now, Kamal, as we wind up, there is a little cab driver somewhere right now facing a dry month. The business is not doing so good right now. What advice do you give him right now? Motivation?
Don't just give up. I think, and when I said Kenyans are very entrepreneurs, something that I really wish Kenyans would, will take it up is giving up. Sometimes Kenyans also give up very fast. So I think this guy who is stranded, all I can say is that, look, there will always be up and down, but don't give up, because giving up is the last thing that someone should do it.
Kamal, that's your camera right there behind me. Tell the audience back at home and watching us, the conversation Know Your CEO continues next Monday.
The conversation on Know Your CEO continues next Monday.